thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Slot man moves right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 24, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target. Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 39, Tua. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I honestly love them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. There's the former Chief, man they watched for years, Tyreek Hill. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Tyreek Hill motivated for this one. Playing against the team he became a star playing for, the Kansas City Chiefs. But traded in the offseason. It was just a fifth-round pick when he was selected back in 2016. But since then, 6 Pro Bowls, 3 All-Pro teams, 4,000-yard seasons, and most important of all, of course, a Super Bowl ring. On second down and 4. Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. He'll take this to the 46. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly,
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. from the gun. They'll try to run it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. In motion, Hill. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's got some space here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Tua sets up to pass it. Out route to Hill, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Tua. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. A 4-yard touchdown scamper as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid. And the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Attack! Hey, 15!
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Come on, play.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ballgame flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's caught. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Attack!
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Now this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Well, now they'll try the end around. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold them just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
43!
Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
15, 15, yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2. and then he ran out of time.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes forced out to his left. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hey, dribble it, dribble it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And in for the Chiefs' touchdown. Travis Kelce, 28 yards. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick is indeed good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.